Always news, always network, always power. CCNTV. Good afternoon and welcome to the Rundown. I am your host, Captivating Christian, and here are some of your top stories for today, the 30th of September of 2022. Former President Donald Trump and his allies might be facing jail time for the Georgia election interference. The Georgia prosecutor investigating Trump and his allies' role in the potential 2020 election interference says that individuals involved could get jail time. Also, Bill Cosby denied a retrial in his 1970s sexual abuse civil case. And lastly, Rachel Dolezal's OnlyFans nudes were leaked on Twitter, and the people aren't handling it well. Let's get to the news. Okay, so let's just say it's been a tough couple of weeks for the former President Donald Trump. First, the FBI raids his golf club for all the classified documents that he alleged had laying around just anywhere, all these top secret classified documents that he claimed he didn't have when he had them, and all that other kind of garbage. And then next, you had his longtime buddy Steve Bannon getting indicted on 6 different criminal charges for his role in efforts in building Trump's wall when it was basically doing nothing but stealing the church's goddamn money. And now on Thursday, the Fulton County District Attorney Fenty T. Willis has told the Washington Post that Trump and his allies could face jail time for their alleged involvement in the 2020 election. The allegations are very serious. If indicted and convicted, people are facing prison sentences. Willis, who is investigating the election interference in Georgia, told the Washington Post. According to the Washington Post, she has also received credible allegations that serious crimes had been committed in relation to the 2020 election. However, the Washington Post is reporting that the district attorney, Willis, out of Georgia, said that she is not willing to determine whether she will charge Trump if in fact she finds that he's done something criminal. So what's the point then? Anyway, but she did not rule out the possibility that he could be called to appear as a witness before the grand jury. Also, Donald Trump's former lawyer, Rudy Giuliani, that drippy face thing, and 16 other fake electors are also the target of Willis's investigation. The lawyer, Giuliani's lawyer, rather, and the electors deny any wrongdoing, according to the Washington Post. Also, it's also worth noting that the January 6th committee is also investigating Trump still, and the Justice Department is also investigating Trump's role in the election interference. So he's got a lot of, what they say, pans on the fire. It's a lot of stuff burning. So he better be a good cook, because his ass is going to fry one way or the other. On Tuesday, a Los Angeles Superior Court judge denied Bill Cosby, the Puddin' Man, the request for a new trial regarding his 1970 sexual assault civil lawsuit brought on him by Judith Luth. Back in June, a California jury ruled that Bill Cosby sexually assaulted a then 16-year-old Huth 46 years ago, but because the judgment was hands down in a civil court instead of a criminal one, Cosby faced no possibility of jail time as the result. During the trial, however, Huth testified that Cosby invited her and a friend to a party at the Playboy Mansion, an estate owned by the late Hugh Hefner, who founded the magazine and adult entertainment enterprise, where he raped her. Despite being found guilty, Cosby continued to deny that the event ever happened. Cosby has failed to establish he received an unfair trial or insignificant evidence existed to establish his liability for the plaintiff's harm, the judge explained. In response, Cosby's spokesperson said this: "By the judge denying Mr. Cosby a new trial was expected, but it was unfortunate that this judge ignored the inconsistencies in the plaintiff's testimony. During cross-examination, the mere fact that Mrs. Huth changed her story and the timelines of events on the 11th hour before the trial. We have always stood our ground by saying that this was a trial by assassination against Mr. Cosby. The afterglow for Mr. Cosby is that he maintains his innocence and vehemently denies all allegations that have been waged against him." Rachel Dolezal has found herself in the news yet again. The former African American Studies academic and local chapter NAACP president has found her way back in the spotlight, not in the way you would think. Actually, she has an OnlyFans account, which of course is, nothing wrong with that. There's other celebrities that have had OnlyFans accounts, like Beyonce once had an OnlyFans, but not in the way you would think. It was just to give like a behind the scenes look on her life and different behind the scenes things of, I guess, the things she do with her life that people want to see. But however, it has turned to a little more X-rated for a lot of other people, almost like a Pornhub. And Rachel Dolezal has done just that, as she planned to do more common type of stuff on her OnlyFans. The X-rated type of stuff, however, made its way to Twitter. Someone has found her OnlyFans and posted her semi and nude pictures from her OnlyFans to Twitter, and Twitter went crazy. All right, and for those of you who don't know for those of you who may not know who Rachel Dolezal is, she is the woman who considered herself to be transracial. She identified as an African American when, that all kind of panned out. She used to do a lot for African American students, African American universities, being the president of the NAACP for her chapter in the city where she resided. She did a lot for them, and a lot of movements and all this kind of stuff. And then come to find out, her parents were actually white, and she was actually a white woman who identifies as a black woman. And she had 2 black adopted kids. So that just was a whole thing for some time, and it kind of died down. So now she's made her way back into the spotlight. The pictures, I'll let you be the judge of them. I mean, just look like somebody in lingerie to me, but it is what it is. Some of these Twitter pictures are hilarious and crazy. But yeah, you definitely got to check it out. But anyway, that's all. Once again, thank you for watching CCN Midday News. Hope you enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe. Also hit that notification button so you will never miss another news update. Have a great day. Peace.